clearer the mirror, the queerer I am. The clearer the mirror, the queerer I am. The clearer the mirror, the queerer I am. The mirror is clear. The mirror is clearer. The mirror is clear, and I am queer. In the mirror, it is clear that I am clearer than queer. And the clearer the mirror, the queerer I am. The mirror is in front of me. The mirror is inside me. Inside me, the mirror is clearer, and I see what I am, and what I am not, what I can be, and what I cannot be, what I should be, and what I would not be, what I was, to which I can and will never return. I am here, and it is clear. I have no fear. I am queerer than queer. The clearer the mirror, the queerer I am.
A divine calling, one witness of this is divine guidance, divine self, a divine we all
Again, a Valentine date with the space, and the space said to me, "Make me yours." Mimi, smile, me your sex. So I am sexing to your eyes. So give me your sex. Give me the tip, or give me the top. Because I am space. Give me your sex. Give me the tip, or give me the top. And then I am they, and it makes it vibrate in between your legs. Like the black hole space.
space.
Because I'm space. I can be the tip, or I can be the top. I can be yours in between the tip, the top, the space, out.
Space.
Oh, sweetheart buzzing me. I feel the space in between. I feel we can travel by this black hole. Yeah, the hole in between your legs. All over, you got the space. Just over thinking what we can be. I can be the tip. I can be the he. I can be the she. The space out. Because I am space.
I am space.
I can be the planets, the meteor, the sun, the system, all over you. You got the space. Over you. You got the space. because I am space.
Individual and special. Everyone tries their best. In a world that we are struggling, in a world where we are fighting, we are given a word, script. The word can be queer, different, here, fear, anything. Now, you're living your life, understanding reality through perspective and understanding in a corridor in Berlin. It's not just my ass, my sexy, sexy ass. Here in Berlin, it makes you feel queer. Growing up, you were given two options, football or rock star. I clearly took the second, sweetheart. Yeah! Because tonight, darling, she's got a Britney mic. And I said, hit me, baby. One more time. Baby. Full of wind. Chuck us a mic, darling. It turns out she's not Britney Spears. Her hair's too long. And the breakdown hasn't hit yet. You asked me, what are you? I said I'm a boy. I'm here to expand the idea of what a boy can be. You are here to expand the idea of what a girl can be.
Can be.
Or you can be here to destroy the concept. The concept of boy and girl. Because sweethearts, darling, my name's Bleach B. Socialist revolutionary sweetie darling from Essex, England. Don't use the word faggot. People died hearing that word. The last things to hear their ears. Faggot. I'm a faggot. I'm gay. I'm homosexual. I'm a puff. I'm a poofter. I'm a ponce. I'm a bum boy, fatty boy, backside artist. I'm bent. I lift those shirts. I dine at the downstairs restaurant. I'm Moses in the parting of the red cheeks. I fuck and I suck. I rim them and wank them, and every fucking man's had the time of their life. But I'm not a pervert. I am what I am. Are you still queer? Are you still different in a room full of queers? Can you still continue the obsessive continuation of rape and caging and milking of our friends and fathers and our children and our children's children? Because till the moment you stop consuming the milk of the mothers that bred down before us, are you still queer? Because they were queer before you could ever be. We are all queer until all of us are free.
This square, it is shining like a disco ball.
You ain't gotta say a damn thing. I'm chilling. Why you worry about my pretty girl swag? Why you grilling? I ain't backing down. I'm standing my ground. I'm building. Mr. Manic don't got no problem playing the villain. In the shoe game trapping, I've been making a killing. Wore my first pair till the heel was flaking and peeling. When dealing with forces that are plotting to stop me, for real, can't get Morpheus, chopping karate. I'm peeling this corset off, popping a squatty, revealing this core thick. I'm squatting Pilates. I'm feeling dysphoric, but not in my body. I'm feeling dysmorphic, but hot in the thotty. Waist feeling like Norbit, the booty's Rasputia. They kill and die for it. I'm truly the future. They kill and die for it. I'm truly the future. They kill and die for it. They kill and die for it. I'm truly the future. The future. The future. Stay still in my orbit. I do what I'm used to. Base ill, I distorted. I smoothly produce wicked symphony, discord, trilling, reload, inflicted infamy, biblical lore, willing, decoding, encrypted entropy, digital pore spilling, connected to a liquid, umbilical cord spilling, fluidity depicted in my physical form, thrilling effects, synapses mapped to a motherboard, feeling strapped in a hypercube room, the door squilling, I'm walking by, upside down on a floor ceiling, and 4 billion years ago, when I was a paramecium, single cell, had to love myself and grow, gender wasn't a thing as well, battle me and you will get eaten soon as they ring the bell,
like I was a Morlock,
and you're going extinct as well, in the underground,
a pitiful human, pivotal times that we're living in, the last of the original.
rhymes that I'm giving when I'm casting a mystical spell binds atoms till Adam becomes
Eve.
Even in the evening when I'm drop topping in a BM, trying high heels on, shoe shopping with your BM. See a supermodel makes me wanna chop my dick and beam. Yeah, you think your homie's straight, but he's hopping in my DMs. Cause my lady humps got their jaws dropping when I see them. Spending all day getting ready to get it popping in the PM. Wardrobe might get its own spot in a museum. In the future, when when
They're studying and copying my DNA structure.
noise gets sloppy, eardrums
Drums rupture. Cognitive dissonance.
point of view.
Disjuncture.
I'ma write my own narrative at this juncture, at this juncture, at this juncture. I will write my own narrative at this juncture. High heel stance, fly bitch blown up, but high resonance, high pitched tones cut ya.
When I bust funk. What
The fuck you want? Split the Dutch, scrape the blood guts.
It is queer, it is shining like a disco ball. I was 12 years old. I heard she's queer. Crystal was HIV positive. Then I had many like crystal. You, queer, your gaze, the abnormal. And that's everything. And everything is full. Q is a letter at the end of the alphabet. And that's everything. Q is a letter that goes with everything except the norms. Because queer makes it like that. Because queer transgresses it. And it shines like a disco ball. It is shining like a disco ball. Include all kind of lovers, extrovert sexualities, and shine like a disco ball, and shine. U is a letter at the end of the alphabet, or whatever is queer. That strange soul, that scratch you. You cannot classify. Q, queer, outsiders. Q, you, and me, and the shiny disco ball. Or you, and me, and a shiny disco ball. Q or le cul in French. Mouth wide open is queer. Patterns of love, a limited print, a young culture, a minority. Q, and you, and me, and the shiny disco ball. Within a scar deep inside, you got hurt. How did they hurt you? How did they hurt you? And if they did, you're queer, because it doesn't matter after that. Queer constellation of love, the witches, the transgressor, the atypical lover, perverse, and it is queer, it is shining like a disco ball.
Even the greatest stars find their face in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars find their face in the looking glass. He fell in love with the picture of himself. And then the picture was distorted. Embrace, embrace, hold, hold, release, escape, escape, escape. As you look into the mirror and you see this gorgeous act of repulsion and vulgarity staring back at you, reflected, taunting. A savage display of affection and intimacy. A divine goddess, one with herself and a mirror, searching for a greater sense of self. I'd always felt comfortable with myself. From an early age, I always had a gut feeling of authenticity and honesty to allow my external skin to grow tough. The skin grows thicker, the heart grows distant. Through years of constant harassment, the skin grows thicker, the heart grows distant. It became so constant, I didn't even notice it. Berated on the U-Bahn, taunted in the streets, spat at in parking lots. Sincere questions from friends, palmed off as unnecessary, patronizing, irrelevant. The skin grows thicker, the heart grows distant. Escape. Priorities ignored. A sense of reality fades away, whilst the image in the mirror continues to grow. She is still here. She is still here. It is not easy, and far too often I succumb to the easy way out, self-medicating to avoid any sense of reality or anything uncomfortable. Numbness increasing, the sense of reality drifts away. She is still here. She is still here. I used to joke about being a junkie with art problems until I became a junkie with drug problems. Numbness increasing. The skin grows tougher. The heart grows distant. Did you miss the elevator? She is still here. This ends now. The vicious, piercing gaze, a reflection of fragility and insecurity. This ends now. She is still here. Touch my vulnerability. It's gorgeous. You'll fucking love it. Woo! Embrace, embrace, embrace. Hold, release, escape! She is still here! My existence is political. My existence is political. My existence is valid. Our existence is political. Our existence is valid. 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 Our existence is valid.
Can we please start the track? Can we start the track? Thank you. How is everyone doing?
So tonight, I'm gonna play the dead mom card. My mom was a mother. M-O-T-H-E-R. She was the archetype from the mother of my big fat Greek wedding. You know, every culture or belief system has common archetypes so people can relate to. My mom was a mother. M-O-T-H-E-R. She was the archetype of the mother who will call you twice per day, will feed you constantly without consent, will be passive-aggressive with you if you will not answer the phone on time. My mom was a mother. This kind of femininity, which is constantly expected to perform emotional labor. This femininity which carries the whole world on her shoulders without complaining. This kind of femininity which always says thank you and always be there for you. My mom was always there. When her mother died when she was 4, when her aunt died of Alzheimer's, when her sister got cancer, when my dad lost his job. She was always there. And then she died. I guess she broke. We are all broken. Sometimes we're hiding it, sometimes not. I had my first girlfriend when I was 15. She was my first kiss, my first fuck, my first love, my first everything. I have never thought that I was into girls before, but then she came. She was the new kid at school. I was so shy. She was so cool. She was listening to Nirvana and System of a Down. She was smoking. Her favorite movie was 13. They kicked her out from her previous school because she was openly bi. Her name was Mary. Dear diary, I just gave my first French kiss. My lip bled, and you know I don't like the taste of blood. So she offered to suck it. I gave my first kiss to Mary. I'm not sure if I'm a lesbian, but I'm very sexual for sure. I was writing. Everybody knew. My mom knew, but coming out is not really a concept in the South. One day we were watching together the news. Lindsay Lohan and Samantha Ronson is officially a couple, said the news presenter. Silence. That's okay if it happens once in a woman's lifetime, said my mom. Right, I whispered. I like to date grumpy nihilists, I said to Miss Philomeni, my therapist. Grumpy nihilists, just like your daddy, she said. Top or bottom, mask or femme, mommy or daddy. What do two bottoms do together? Do they cry? Can you explain to me? What does top-to-top games only mean? What do two tops do together? Do they fight? My therapist said that my dad is a sadist, and I have to first mourn him, and then my mom. I tried so hard, but still, when I fuck you, I want you to call me daddy. Ancient Greek invented all that shit anyway. Every good Greek tragedy has to involve mommy or daddy issues. I'm so Greek, it makes me sick. Ελληνική τραγωδία. Greek tragedy. My uncle, after my mom died, told me that I have to replace her. Becoming. Becoming. and Z, becoming hair, becoming death. I have fetishized myself. I have fetishized myself. As an orphan, as a mommy, as a daddy, as a gold star, as nothing. Hi, my name is Vassilia Kaga, and my gender is nothing. My pronouns are Nietzsche and void. I'm not a top, I'm not a bottom, I'm not mask, I'm not femme. So just tell me, what do you want me? Tell me, what do you want me to be tonight?
Nothing?
Thank you. So I'm just gonna be for you, just for you, I'm gonna be nothing. I don't wanna be an artist though. I don't wanna write, I cannot write deep poems about gender and deconstruction. I'm sorry, but I cannot act, I cannot sing, I cannot paint, I cannot draw. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, yes indeed. Sometimes I perform live, sometimes no. I just want to be your trophy wife. Your houseboy who cannot cook but does the dishes. My mother was doing the dishes and cooking. My mother died. My mother died in our living room. She was helpless. I was helpless. I am helpless. Will I be helpless? You are all helpless. But will we be helpless? And then I started partying. I started partying every weekend after my mom got sick and I flew away. I started partying every weekend, trying to find somewhere to belong. I started partying every weekend, looking for a home, chasing the high, creating illusions of freedom. I thought I found love, or something like it. Dance floor was my home, or just a self-defense mechanism. And then I collapsed. I stopped partying every weekend. I stopped partying every weekend. I stopped partying every weekend because I'm not that, I don't hate myself that much anymore. I stopped partying every weekend. I stopped partying every weekend. Because I think there is no community, just an endless search of mommies and daddies, projections. A circle jerk of incest porn. We're our own black holes, sucking everything bright and shiny, sucking clits, dicks, lines, wounds. I stopped partying every weekend because I don't need a mother anymore. My mother died. My mother died for me. My mother died for me to become who I am.
I was not born queer. You and you and you and
When I was a kid, I had lucid hallucinations. Every man I met tear off his clothes right there in the middle of the street, lunge towards me, and rape me. It happened every time, no matter how old they are. They could be small or tall, Family, strangers, friends. I got used to it. I started thinking about it as my secret. I'm special, chosen. When I was 21, my mom told me that I was raped as a child. I was talking about the summer camp that I don't remember. I was telling her about the strange texture of the pineapple in the fruit salad. Why that memory? I don't remember, so all I can do is wonder. Was he a teenager on a summer job, permanently erect? Or was he an experienced pedophile, using the camp as his preying ground? What age did he like them at? Did he touch my little girl's pussy over my clothes or under? Did he take out his dick? What did it look like? Was I curious? Her uncle raped her on top of the piano. Those things happen. But I wanted to get out. Pain roots you to the spot. It makes you want to come back to it over and over again. Want to taste it, feel it. Pain makes you love it. This is called the animal model of an escapable shock. When an animal is shocked, she will manifest a deep attachment to whoever has shocked her. Eventually, all arousal will feel like shock. There are two ways to go after being raped. One, you become an ice queen. You refuse sex, you go frigid, you stop everything. Two, you make pleasure into a weapon. Pleasure as a means to survive. I exist because people look at me. They fetishize my clothes, my nails, my hooker demeanor, my breasts, my legs. Their gaze is what stitches me together. I'm an energy vampire. I think about what they want to do to me. They want to Eiffel Tower me, doggy style me, prone bone me down. And meanwhile, all I say is sorry. And this little kid goes, sorry, 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 I'm so alive, sorry, I made you, sorry, sorry. I woke up like this. I was always a pretty child. My parents loved me with the desperate love of people trying to save a marriage through procreation. And when I was a child, I always had an obscure kind of intuition about sex. I knew that men want me, no matter what you look like, how old you are, where you live, they want you. So I became an expert at catching the hot indent of a man's gaze on my back, turning around and catching them looking at me. If I see them, when they see me, then no one will catch me by surprise. No one will trick me. I'm unrapeable. Did he say anything to me? Did he pretend it was a game? Or did he say he just couldn't help himself? I made him do it. I'm just so pretty. Or maybe he just didn't say anything. He just directed me with his hands and gaze. Did I enjoy it? My parents found me a few years later masturbating with a Barbie doll. Could he tell that I had made for pain? Or was it just random? I suspect myself. If I made it all up, then why is my fantasy not more precise? I've always had a tendency to take things too far. I'm selfish, slutty, dramatic, naive, mushy, cloying. I'm too much. I want too much. I talk too much. And I never like what I have. I think about him sometimes when I have sex. Did he kiss me? With his big stubbly lips, his raspy tongue in my child's mouth. Did he use my vanity, my childish horniness? I wish I knew his name. Sometimes I worry that my next rapist will find me wanting.
I am having a hard time being easy on myself, and I'm finding it easy to be hard on myself. I fell in love, or rather, I fell back in love, or rather, I'm falling back in love actively, or rather, all three at once. I'm having a hard time grasping what tense of love I'm feeling, and I'm having difficulty making sense of it. In fact, I'm having difficulty making sense of anything right now because everything has changed. I have been humbled. I spent 7 days with you and years of my life, great hunks of my thoughts and feelings, opinions, comprehensions have just disintegrated into a cloud of dust and ash already scattered into a formless vapor. In that haze, I see your eyes gazing back at me, not mocking me per se, and perhaps not amused, but I can see how easy this is for you. Your eyes gaze back at me, and you seem surprised at how difficult I'm making this. I'm finding it hard to be easy on myself because everything that has come before now feels like a lie, or that I've been doing it wrong. I've been humbled. I spent 7 days with you, and I no longer have a conceptual understanding of what it means to be queer, or what my queerness is, or how I can possibly now express it when it's been so thoroughly reprogrammed and deconstructed by the feeling of your fingers interlocking with mine. You held my hand and an ocean of touches coursed through me, a maelstrom of unseen sensations. I'm finding it easy to be hard on myself because how could I not see that that single moment was everything I've ever wanted? I am starting to think that my tumultuous journey of queer identity is far from over. Or rather, I'm starting to think that my tumultuous journey of queer identity is back at the beginning. Or rather, I'm starting to think that my tumultuous journey of queer identity is in fact a circle, one that starts anew each time I begin to get a semblance of self. Or rather, I'm starting to think that queer identity is in fact a circle, but I'm not on a tumultuous journey at all. I am rotating in place. I'm orbiting a a fixed point in space, housing a nebulous, unforeseeable mass of queer energy, and every time I go around, I undergo a new revolution. First go round, a gay man. Second go round, a trans woman. Third go round, whatever comes next. An infinitely expanding void of infinite possibilities that I can neither see nor describe. Is it always going to be like this? Am I locked into this orbit, forever in a closed loop of indescribable feelings and desires? I think I know the answer, and I'd rather not think about it. Am I always going to be feeling this so intensely? I want to say no, but I can't stop thinking about that night on my couch, the morning on my couch, the morning when I told you about the profound well of sadness that opened up within me when you watered me. Your laughing eyes showed fear, and you said you never wanted to know such a well, you never wanted to feel anything so deep. I think I know the answer, but I'd rather not think about it. Is this the way it was supposed to happen? I want to say yes, but I can't stop thinking about the night when the curtains lifted, the night when I fell on that stoop and howled, and I told you that I hated being trans. I hate being trans, and how it ruined everything we could have had. I was wrong, but I'm haunted knowing that I wasn't completely wrong. I think I know the answer, and I'd rather not think about it. I'm finding it so hard to be easy on myself. And I'm finding it easy to be hard on myself. I'm only just now beginning to understand queerness, or rather, I'm only just now beginning to understand the full scope of my queerness. Or rather, I'm only just now beginning to understand how to live with the full scope of my queerness. Or rather, I'm only just now beginning to understand how to live with the full scope.
I masturbated 12 times today. And each time that I was close, the image of you sucking him made me feel gross. So I sit back down and I pray 10 Holy Marys and 1 Our Father, cause then I don't have to bother about all the guys I fucked to try and forget you, as long as I light a candle to my little Virgin Mary statue. Maybe this was not a poem. Maybe this was just a feeling that won't last. Maybe I fall in love too easy. Maybe I fall in love too fast.
I am only just now beginning to understand how to live with the full scope of my queerness and how I can learn to love it.
We friends? Are we friends? Are we really friends? Oh. We've got to keep a bit of distance between adjust to the lack of outlet. Do I want the things I say I want? Language is a trickster, a way to stop touching, stop feeling, feed fear. Eat me. Am I alive? The fantasy of love is an injunction. Come closer. I want to be closer to you. I want to puke. Slide down and strangle her. Do I talk about dead women too much? Maybe it's enough to just be hot. A casual wound to parade around instead of having a personality. So fake, empty inside. My cunt is a maw. What's your damage? A wound opens to the surface. It marks the threshold between interior and exterior. It marks where the body has been penetrated. Just enough to sneak a peek, slide an eye in, get an eyeful, eat me. How do you dirty talk with someone you don't know? The mouth is just another orifice. I like a loud mouth. A mouth that can hold its own in a face. Fuck the windows of the soul. Hello, mouth of the abyss. Eat me. I want you to eat me. Or maybe I want to eat you. I'll follow you after the show, buy you a beer, touch your hair, hold your wrist, right where the blood beats. Let me take you home. You won't want to scream. Screaming is just more language. What I speak is butcheries. The language of the body. I'll spit roast you, spit chine you, make you luscious, lick your eyes, your arms, your belly, your cunt. Give in to all those internalized isms, all the hatred we feel for each other, not quite drowned out by community. You pretentious, prissy bitch! Nibble on your tits. High on something. Bite me. Eating is my revenge. Memory and digestion are like magic. The terrifying transformation of things in hindsight. I'm going to repeat that for you. Memory and digestion are like magic. The terrifying transformation of things in hindsight. Am I alive? Am I real? You know I've never hurt anybody. I just want someone to believe I'm dangerous. Reassure me. You can still love me if
I was not born queer. You and you and you, 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 and so many more before you made me queer. The spermatozoa which sailed their way into the ova, into becoming the amniotic fluid that kept me alive inside a womb for approximately 9 months and 15 days, were not queer. At my first breath, you thought you could define what I would be until my last breath, and that was not queer. The truth is that only as my brain developed and I started gathering information, and that information turned into tiny storylines that eventually became my personality and my behavior and my body, you started defining me as queer. I was made queer by the obstetrician who asked my parents if they wanted to know my gender. I was made queer by the nurse who said, "It's a boy," when my bloody naked body came splashing out of my matriarch's womb. I was made queer by the person who laughed at me at age 4 for dressing up as a princess. I was made queer by my grandmothers who, before I was born, embroidered all my bath towels in blue. I was made queer by everyone who asked my parents when I was a child if I was a boy or a girl. I was made queer by my parents who replied to all of these people that I was a boy. I was made queer by my friends who left me behind that one time that I wanted to carry home a very beautiful, heavy stone that slowed me down. I was made queer by teenager boys in locker rooms that laughed at my skinny and hairless body. I was made queer by my gym teachers that forced me to play football when I wanted to play gymnastics, whatever that thing, with the girls. I was made queer by the countless people that fucked me and never called me back. I was made queer by the boyfriend who told me after 2 years that I was unusual and worthless and abused me emotionally for all of this time. I was made queer by all of the people in the U-Bahn who looked at me because of the way I look and the way I act. I was made queer by everyone that told me how amazing I am, just because I dare to be myself. I am made queer every time I think of all these things. I used to think that I was just a human with a head, arms, a neck, a torso, legs, feet, genitals. Oh, genitals. Those gave you the right to define my haircut, my school, my friends, my taste, and a whole lot of other decisions that I was deprived by you. I was not born queer. I am now not queer. I am Fabio M Silva, a human that lives better about themselves. I was not born queer. But for you, tonight, I am queer.